Whoa. Oh. Oh. Hey moviegoers, this is the Movie Critic, and welcome back to another movie review in the year 2023. Today, the movie I'm going to be reviewing is DreamWorks' newest animated film. I have been wanting to review this movie for a long time, and I know that when my 2022 top 10 movies came out, everybody was like, "Where's Puss in Boots? Did you not like it?" No, I just wasn't able to see it because my sister wanted to see Avatar 2 Way of Water while we were out of town. So, if you want to blame anybody, blame my sister. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. If you like this video, make sure to smack that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on the side to get information on videos in the near future. Now that I got that out of the way, let's get into the review for Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And action.
You're still here? Okay. One more number. I call this one, The Legend Will Never Die.
Puss in Boots discovers that his passion for adventure has taken its toll when he learns that he has burnt through 8 of his 9 lives. Puss, with the help of both new and old companions, sets out on an epic journey to find the mythical last wish in hopes of restoring his 9 lives. Getting into things that I liked, the thing that I like number one for me would be the story. While it's simple and predictable, it's all about the execution, and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish does a great job executing the story. The theme overall for this film is mortality and how the thought of death can scare even the strongest of people. Puss in Boots, for the most part, is a charismatic feline with a rapier, cape, and a yellow feathered hat. But we really get to see a different side to him that we really haven't seen in any of the other films. We really get to see his insecurities and how being a legend isn't really all that it seems. And I think that the movie really does a really great job exploring this side of Puss and everything else. Getting into the things that I like, number two for me is going to be the characters. There really isn't a dual character in this film, and that really says something for me because every single scene that I saw for this film, I wasn't bored. I was always engaged with what was going on, and it was always something to look at. While there's Puss in Boots, we're reintroduced to Kitty Softpaws, who was a character from the first film, and we're introduced to new characters like Perro, which is the dog that Puss meets while he's in retirement. We also get to meet the reintroduction of the 3 bears, with the mama bear not being dead this time, and the introduction of Goldilocks. We also get to meet a mysterious wolf who is really Puss's antagonist throughout the film, and we get to meet another antagonist who is a character from a nursery rhyme, Little Jack Horner. I was familiar with this nursery rhyme when I was little, but I don't really think many others are familiar with Little Jack Horner, but he's the antagonist, another antagonist in this film. And everyone in this film does a great job. There's a balance of like comical characters, emotional characters, and threatening characters, and it's all done very well. Speaking of comical, going to the things that I like, number 3, I really enjoyed the comedy. This movie is funny. This is a very hilarious film. And one of the highlights for me throughout the film was when Perro was telling Puss and Kitty his backstory, which is very sad. It's horrible. But the way Perro executes his lines, like the way he says it, had me crying laughing in the theater. Like, I never really laughed that much in theaters besides seeing Fast 9, because that movie is hilariously atrocious, but it was so funny. And there's many other funny moments in this film, and it's all really comes down to the amazing voice actors, like the people that do the voice for this film, which makes me go into the thing that I like number 4 for me, which is the voice acting. Antonio Banderas always does a great job as Puss. Salma Hayek always does a great job as Kitty Softpaws, who ricochets off of Puss's personality throughout the film, and the other characters as well. Florence Pugh as Goldilocks. I wasn't really a big fan of Black Widow, and I wasn't really keen to wanting to watch Don't Worry Darling, but I can sense a great actress, and Florence Pugh really is a great one. Harvey Guillen as Perro is probably one of the funniest performances I've seen. I remember him from the Thundermans, as he was one of the side characters, so he's always had such an animated voice, so it really paid off here. Speaking of animated voices, John Mulaney, who is also in this film, who plays Jack Horner, did a great job in this film. He always has such a cartoonish voice, so hearing his voice in this movie really did put a smile on my face, and he truly is a comedic genius, and it was really good. Everyone in this film did such a great job, and like they just balanced off each other so well, and it wasn't too cold, it wasn't too hot, but it was just right. Going into the final thing that I really liked about this film, the final thing that I liked was the animation. Oh my god, the animation in this movie is breathtaking. It's so good. It's really breathtaking. It's amazing. The film follows the same format as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but it really isn't like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in a way. It just has that 2D, 3D animation blend, and it all does a really great job. It's beautifully animated. During like the film action scenes, there will be like a drop in the frame rate to make everything look raw and cool, and it was just all phenomenal. One of my favorite parts of the film has to be the beginning fight scene that happens, because it really captures what it means to be a legend, what the legend of Puss in Boots really means, and it was just all really, really, really cool. It's great to live in a world where Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse exists, because if we didn't have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I don't know if we would have had a movie like this. Like, this movie was just really, really good, and I'm just really glad that Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse has made such a huge impact on the film industry as a whole, and not just animated films, but it's just really cool to see that we get a movie like that, so we can get movies like this and other movies in the future, just taking time with making such great animation, and it's all great. I really, really loved it. Going into the things that I didn't like. I think that's it. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is the home run that DreamWorks desperately needed. With a simple yet well-executed story, fantastic characters, incredible voice acting, and stellar animation, the movie truly is one of the best animated films since Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The theme for this film is mortality, and how the thought of death can scare even the bravest of people when it seems so close. This film showcases a different side to the charismatic feline character, as he is constantly reminded about death being around every corner. But when you're surrounded by the people you love, doing what you love, the thought of death seems less scary. I always thought that the idea of a new Shrek film was unnecessary due to how the fourth entry beautifully wrapped up everything. But with this new entry into DreamWorks, I am only interested in how they could rope back in the beloved character and his ensemble cast. The future for DreamWorks is definitely bright, and I can't wait to see what happens next. On the Metal Status ranking, I give Puss in Boots: The Last Wish a platinum status.
is your favorite fearless hero? Who is your favorite fearless hero?
And that's gonna do it for this movie review. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I am sorry that I haven't made anything in the month of January, but college got in the way, as I always say. But it's true, with my second semester, I've been just going with the motions, trying to make sure I get the schedule right and that everything just flows and is consistent. And I think I have a perfect system now, somewhat. We'll see how it goes in the next couple of months and everything, but we'll see. I really want 2023 to be another successful year for this channel, as last year we hit 100 subscribers, but we will see what happens. There is a lot of great movies coming out this year, and I want to see them all via with my friends or my family, and I want to be able to share them with you all and just tell you guys my thoughts and hopefully make you go out and see it if you aren't interested, and, you know, just have a great time with this year. I have things planned that I want to do, but I don't know when I'll be able to do so. But whenever I will be able to, I just want you guys to be there when it happens, because I want you guys to see my creative side and everything via with video essays, or maybe just talking about other stuff other than movies, like TV shows, maybe, I don't know. But I just want you guys to see what I'm capable of, more so than just my editing skills, as most of my videos, well, all of my videos are edited by yours truly. But I just want this year to be another great one, and it can happen. We'll see what happens, and I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited, because it could be really great. That's going to do it for this video, I think. I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, moviegoers. This is the Movie Critic, and that's a wrap.